Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It's May 22nd, 2016. This morning when I woke up, I had an email from Jeff Young. For those of you who don't know Jeff, he is the former guitarist for Megadeth. He runs an online radio show. The show is about promoting truth and music. It airs every Thursday. I'm going to be on his show this Thursday. It's been planned for a while. What wasn't planned is this news that came late last night, the death of an ex-Megadeth member, Nick Menza. And, you know, I feel sad making this video. Jeff's asked me to do it, but this is someone he knows. And if you go back and listen to the radio shows I've done with him before, this is really deja vu. Multiple times on multiple shows, when I've been a guest, I've talked about dead musicians and the number 38 coded into their deaths. And the number 38 is all over this incident. He dropped dead at a venue that has 38 gematria and more. So let's go through this. Let's look at everything that is curious about this man, Nick Menza, dying last night on stage. He died on a very special date in regards to the band Megadeth. Here we go. Let's just start with the band name. Megadeth in Pythagorean gematria equals 36. In simple English gematria, 63. These are big numbers this year. They're numbers that connect to 2016. 2016 has an independent numerology of 36. You can break that down again. 3 plus 6 becomes 9. But just notice the 36 and the Megadeth. Also, when you add up every single number up to 63, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, stopping after adding 63, it sums to 2016 like the year. This man, Nick Menza, has dropped dead 63 days before what would have been his 52nd birthday. The news comes today, May 22nd, 2016, a day with 63 numerology. He died very late, May 21st, Universal Standard Time, which the powers that be go by. It was already May 22nd when he died. So, in some ways, he also died on a date with 63 numerology. The name Nick Menza has gematria of 42 and 51. He has died at age 51, 63 days short of his 52nd birthday. He was the drummer. Drummer has gematria of 38, like death. He's also born in Germany. Germany has gematria of 38. We've seen a number of deaths this year in bands, and we've seen it multiple times where the drummer died and then another member of the band died in close proximity. This happened with Motorhead, Lemmy. It happened with the Mamas and the Papas. There's been so many deaths, it might have even happened for someone else that I've forgotten already. I can't count the number of celebrity deaths I've shown by the numbers since the end of 2015. It's been alarming. Almost all of them have been centered around the same numbers. Nick Menza, in simple English gematria, also sums to 96 like Freemason. I want to point out as I say this, just because you have these numbers coded into your name, it doesn't necessarily mean you're a Freemason. But the Freemasons who run the record studios, part of their selection process is what your name gematria is. Also, what your birth numerology is. Jeff Young himself, who is not a Freemason, has birth numerology of 96. Jeff, be careful, brother. Don't be accepting any drinks from any people you don't know out at the club, Nick Menza might have very well been poisoned last night, which we'll talk more about in a moment. With regards to members and bands dying in connection to the drummer, the lead singer, the founding member of Megadeth is Dave Mustaine. Dave Mustaine has gematria of 44, the kill number. One of the albums for Megadeth is Euthanasia, spelled this way. Purposeful misspelling, but gematria 44, just like the name Dave Mustaine. Dave Mustaine being in Megadeth, Megadeth having these connections to 2016. I think the band members should be on high alert. Picture of Nick right here. He was born July 23rd, 1964 in Munich. Died yesterday, May 21st. Pacific Standard Time. It would have already been May 22nd even on the East Coast. died in Los Angeles. So yesterday, May 21st, it was also the 142nd day of 2016. The name Nick Menza equals 42. When you write out 42, it sums to 142. Fitting date for him to die on. From the date of his death until what would have been his 52nd birthday, 63 days, 9 weeks. His birth numerology, he had a 113 in his birth numerology, special number, important number to the Freemasons. Dead on a date with 42 numerology like his name. And also Nick Menza, as we covered, sums to 51. Dead at age 51. The word conspiracy equals 51. The word Freemason also equals 51. The Freemasons ritually sacrifice their celebrities, athletes, musicians, actors, politicians. Died at the Baked Potato. Says paramedics could not revive him. He was playing in the band Ohm. This is a new band, and according to the article, last year at this time, their drummer also dropped dead. So last year they lost a drummer. This year they lose their drummer. What I notice about the band name is what's in the gematria of it. 36, we talked about how that connects to Megadeth. 216 is the backhanded way of getting to 666. 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216. Also has a connection to the year 2016. In numerology, 0 doesn't count. So 2016, a lot like 216. With regards to 88, the word poison equals 88. And entirely possible that this man was poisoned while performing for the band. Here's a tweet from Dave Mustaine early in the morning, May 22nd. They refer to him as the Machine. Where is that at? And this tweet from the band, R.I.P., they call him the Machine. Notice something interesting about that nickname. Machine equals 96, like Nick Menza, like Freemason. The band member who died last year was named David Eagle, the drummer. Eagle, a name with gematria of 38. Just like the venue that Nick Menza died at last night, 38. Again, I'm doing this video for Jeff Young. For months on his radio show, I've been explaining the significance of this number. Back last year before the Super Bowl happened, before the NFL playoffs were underway, I was telling him about this story out of California near Los Angeles, a dead body on a freeway sign. Colorado Street. Colorado's the 38th state. Colorado equals 38. I was explaining on his show how I thought this story foreshadowed a Denver Broncos Super Bowl over the Carolina Panthers, who lost in Super Bowl 38. I talked about how I foresaw potentially a lot of celebrity death because of the coding of these numbers. And sadly, it's all come to be true. This is really what's going on. People being murdered by the numbers. Same numbers on John Lennon, Dimebag, Darrell, Tupac, Shakur, Notorious B.I.G., and almost every person you've heard about dying this year, as well as in the past. Elvis, all of it. Everybody dying by these same numbers, again and again. Ask yourselves, what are the odds of a 51-year-old man collapsing dead on a stage at a concert? So, R.I.P. Sorry, Jeff. Look forward to the show this week. For those of you who've never listened to Jeff's show, he records them all. You can listen to them anytime. It's a really simple format. I'm going to link this website in the description. Thursday night, all you'll have to do is come here and click play. His show always kicks off 7:11 Pacific time. That's 10:11 Eastern. If you can't listen live, you can listen anytime after. You can go back and listen to all of his old shows. You can listen to the shows I did with him last year. He keeps them all saved on the website. Really clean format, great program, good music, good information. So I'll be on there Thursday night. Be safe, Jeff. Be safe, everyone else. Until next time, Truth Seeker.